Dude, is it just me? Like, is it my chaos? Is it just coincidence and chaos? Or is the universe actually trying to fucking tell me something and I'm not getting the signals because it's clearly not a billboard with my name, with an F? I don't know. We're going to figure it out together. Grab your drink. Let's go. Welcome to the Chaotic Compass Podcast, the show where motherhood is wild, midlife is weird, and the drinks are never far away. Hey, I'm Stephanie, your host, chaos coordinator, and fellow human, just trying to kind of keep it together-ish. But this podcast is your space for unfiltered real talk, a little humor, and a lot of honesty, and maybe a little meltdown or two. So grab your drink, take a breath, and let's navigate this mess together. Okay, so for real, is it just me? I'm trying to figure this out. So this is this week's episode. I'm trying to understand if it's just me in the chaos or is it really the universe and I need to dive more into it. So we're going to in real time dive into this together. And I hope you are along for the ride because I am struggling with this one for real. So if you're new here, hey, I'm Stephanie. I have a fuck ton of kids. I have a husband with ADD. I have 2 businesses. I have a real job, and I have this podcast, A Partridge in a Pear Tree. There's a whole bunch of shit, right? So chaos kind of is part of it with all of those gears moving in this engine. And I'm almost 40. So that in itself adds a whole amazing sarcasm dynamic. Let's just take a minute to piece together the shit. Okay, so can I just talk about a few instances where it's like, all right, today when I'm getting out of the car, right, there's been some showers and some storms brewing all around. I kind of had to drive through a little one on the way home. It's not too bad, right? And it's sprinkling. I get out of the car and it starts to dump. And today is one of those days where, because tomorrow, I'm hitting the mic. I'm get too excited. I'm not going to edit that out. It is here. It's here for it. Today is one of those days where, because tomorrow I am working from home, and so I have to grab all of my stuff from work. And so it's not just a quick run inside kind of thing. And so it just starts to pour, and not just pour. There was some rumbles of thunder, and Stephanie is not a big Thanos. What? Where am I? Who? What? I can't even talk. Shit. Okay, we're gonna get it together. Let's take a deep breath. You know what? Maybe now is a good time. Let's pause that story. Now is a good time to grab your drink. We're gonna just take a breath, take a moment, and we're just gonna right here. Yeah. Okay. Today I'm drinking Sly Clyde Peach. We're keeping the summer vibes going all summer long. I have been like on this peach hardcore, with the peach vodka. I wish. Peach Red Bull, peach cider, peach smashes. We're just here for the peach. We're going to keep it going. It was 90 something degrees today, hence the thunderstorms. Okay. Take a breath. Let's take a sip. Okay, sorry. So I got all of my stuff. I got a backpack, a huge lunchbox that I basically treat as a purse because I don't have a purse because I'm too not girly enough for purses. Anyways, so I have a lunchbox, that's my purse. And then so I'm getting it all and it's just dumping and it starts to thunder and it's like, wow, what the fuck? This is so fun. And so I get inside and I'm just kind of unloading and then it's not raining anymore. It's fun. And then the other day, this past weekend, I noticed that there was a nail in my tire. So on the side, and it wasn't leaking air yet, but I have to drive to Charlotte this weekend with my daughter, Charlotte, North Carolina. So I need to make sure that that's not a thing while I'm driving down interstate and it doesn't go pew, but like really a nail in the tire. What the fuck? Just all of these, and they're like little inconveniences, but it's like really, really, I don't know. I would have figured by now, like the cosmic like ripple of whatever negativity that I put out there in my 20s would have settled by now. That's what my thinking was. Or am I just a magnet for the chaos? Okay. My other thing is I keep seeing the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 like at 12:34. That's I don't know. I think this is the 17th day in a row that I've seen that. Usually my husband will text it to me, or I'll text it to him, But or is it just me like stalker styling the microwave because I'm waiting for my chicken pot pie to be done because I'm starving? I don't know. But either way, I've got is the universe trying to tell me something, or is it just me? I don't know. Do you have shit like that? Like, I don't know. Because like when I talk to people, they're like, oh no, I don't really have. And it's like, what the fuck? I did have a guy at my work because I was like bitching to him, and he's like, well, maybe the universe is trying to whisper something too. And I'm like, whisper? I think we're well past the whisper phase, and I think the universe is like, here's a bill you weren't expecting, listen to me, kind of thing. I don't know. Or is that just part of life, and it's like, oh, here's a slap with a $700 bill, or here's a $200 bill, or what the fuck, I feel like they just keep coming out of nowhere. So like signs are really cool, but on the other side, like, it's just chaos over here. Like trying to get, I have to drop off one kid to work, and then I have to drive all the rest of the kids up to soccer practice, and it's hot as fuck up there, and we didn't eat lunch yet, and so I gotta send the hubby and the oldest son while I'm there with the youngest daughter and the youngest son for his soccer game. And we're dying. It's hot as hell. There's no air movement. It's just stagnant. It's September. Okay, so I'm here for it. I'm here for these summer vibes, right? I just wish Mother Nature would pick one and then stick with it for a minute, and then we could gradually back off and get into whatever is next. Because I feel like, oh, here is some 97 degrees, and then it was like 75, and then like today it was 90 degrees, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be 75. And it's like, hey, I understand that you're bipolar, that's cool, but you should get some meds. You need to work that out. We all shouldn't have to work around your mental illness, right? Okay, like I'm gonna try to be respectful of your mental illness, but at the same time, you need to get some help, Virginia, okay? Virginia is bipolar. At least we have all the seasons. I'm just saying. But being for real, so I'm not really religious. I used to go to church when I was younger with my grandmother. That's how I kind of got into it. Yes, Southern Baptist, all right, whatever. You can hold your whatevers till the end. But then, when, I kind of got away from it, and then I got back into it when I was in high school, and then I got away from it. And so I've gotten away from the religious aspect of it, but I am spiritual. Do I believe that there is a higher something out there? Yes. Like, I just don't know how people couldn't think there isn't something higher, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. So that's what I believe, and I'm just trying to figure out, is that the higher something that's telling me something or trying to tell me something? Or is it that I have the inability to say no, and I keep saying yes to all of the kids' activities and all of the parent-teacher conferences and all of the shit at work, and climbing a corporate ladder that I really don't want to, and doing all the thing. Well, I'm not really doing much for the business anymore. Yay for my husband. But, and then this, and I'm not complaining about this, but it's an effort. And so is it just me because I'm a ball of chaos, or is it really the universe? So I feel like sometimes especially when I'm trying to focus on leveling up, okay? So I was literally watching a YouTube video on leveling up this podcast, and it was giving me, and obviously those are like tailored, either very niche down or very broad, right? Take what you need, leave what you don't, right? And that's what I kind of do when I watch these videos. I take what I think that I could apply, and I leave what I don't think that would ever work for what I have going on here. And I was trying to watch this YouTube video, and I kept getting interrupted from everybody. And then what set me over the edge was just one more question, and it was a very harmless question, but it was one more question from my husband. And so I'm trying to figure out, like, no, I didn't tell everybody, hey, I'm trying to watch a YouTube video, leave me the fuck alone. But let's be real, how many other people in this fucking house are watching YouTube videos and I'm not up their butthole trying to ask them, hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, 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 hey. Okay? My name is not hey. It's not dude. It's not bruh. Okay? So we're not even going to go into that subject. But if you know, you know. But I have a hard time especially when I'm trying to, or I feel like I'm trying to level up. I feel like I'm trying to gain the knowledge on something and then level it up. I get distracted by 1,000 things. Like they just keep coming in from left and right. But I feel like I could watch Grey's Anatomy 1,000 times over, or I could watch Private Practice, which is a spinoff of Grey's Anatomy. And nobody would give two flying fucks and wouldn't even come and talk to me. I don't know. Is it a sign? Is the universe testing me, or is it that I'm just easily distracted? But like, if this is a test, like for real, like why can't I get partial credit for the effort that I have been doing? Or maybe even like an open book version of said test. I mean, we've got the Google and the Chat GPT now. Why can't I phone a friend? I mean, if Who Wants to Be a Millionaire can phone a friend, then why can't I? What the fuck? So, which brings me back to keep asking the same damn question. The $1 million question at that. Is this a test or is it just coincidence? Back into the spiritual side of it, I was reading that, and of course, obviously, it's spiritual. And so I was reading that if the universe is trying to give you something, if the universe is trying to bring something into your life that's better, then it's going to test you to make sure that you're ready, which in theory makes sense. Like, it doesn't want to give you what you've been asking for, and then because of the weight of it, you just crumble from, because you weren't mentally ready, and then now you're in a 72-hour lockdown, because it was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I could totally see that. If everything that I've been writing down in my books for years all happened right now, I think I literally would have to be locked up. Respectfully, I'm not going to kill anybody, but for the safety of others and for the safety of myself, we would need to just a padded cell for the weekend. Just somebody else making my meals. I didn't have to choose a meal. I mean, it actually sounds like a beautiful vacation. I'm making light of it. And yes, mental health is a serious issue. I apologize but that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's what I feel would be necessary if the universe was like, here you go. Like, are you really ready for this podcast? Wow. Podcast growth? Are you really ready for, I'm not even going to name all the things that are in my book, but and it's like, okay, well, the universe is talking to me. Well, are you really ready for it? Well, show me. Show me that you're ready. Well, you're not showing me that you're ready. I keep hitting the mic. I apologize. And show me that you're ready, and you're not showing me. So then, therefore, I have to test you. But How many? Can we just get a number of tests? Can I just get a grade? Can you grade my paper and then bring it back to me and then show me what I'm doing right so I can keep doing that, and then what I'm doing wrong. So then when shit hits the fan, I don't crumble like a really bad sad cookie and then just fall apart, and then my husband has to pick up the poor little pieces and then tuck me into bed and then give me a little snacky and say goodnight, right? Okay, so that's not fair to him, right? And so I just would love to know what the fuck I'm doing right and what the fuck I'm doing wrong. In order to, because like, just tell me what I need to do, right? I will do it. I'm not afraid of hard work. I'm not afraid to put in the effort. I just feel like my efforts are all over the place, right? And also if I hear one more time that mercury is in the microwave or whatever the fuck the saying is, I swear I'm gonna fucking lose it, okay? Mercury and the Gatorade doesn't have anything to do with the chaos that I'm dealing with right now, okay? Fucking Karen, I don't care about your fucking, you got some fucking, rocks. Okay, your quartz is cleansing your life. Okay, stop trying to sell me on fucking TikTok about how this is working for you. Okay, fuck. I I have all the rocks. Okay, I have lots of different colors. Okay, I have several different ones, and they're not working. Okay, I lay them all over my body, and I just look. It's wrong. Right? So I'm losing it. It's fine. Hold on. Let me take a sip. It's fine. Let me just bring it back down. Sorry, Karen. I know I came at you, but fuck your quartz. Okay. So I've come to the determination that it's both, right? Because we have hella lots going on, and this might not be what in your life, but for me, I feel like it's both. I feel like there is chaos. It is chaos because my children are chaotic and sometimes feral. And we have lots going on and they have lots going on. And so it's just when you have lots of different humans going in different directions, for instance, let's take an interstate. Okay. How many times is there never any traffic on the interstate? Okay. God bless 64. VDOT, Virginia DOT. Let's get it together. Let's be real. It's exhausting going anywhere around here anymore. Not even on interstate. It's basically all the roads that are around us. So anyway, I digress. I keep digressing. It's going to be fine. We're going to get through this. Okay. Getting through this, navigating it. We're going to navigate this together. All right. So like some of the things that I'm trying to work on, these are obviously journaling is hella important to me. I always carry around a notebook. I will be seen at the bar, literally, and I will just be writing just nonstop. Like this, I got to get it out of my head because it's a cloud of words and thoughts and feelings. And I feel like if I could organize the chaos that's in my brain, then therefore I might be able to one day, maybe, potentially, probably not, but one day get to organizing the chaos that is my life. The other thing that I've really been trying to work on is pausing before I react, or at least hiding, like retracting myself, removing myself from said stressor, before I say anything. Typically, I'm scrolling through Instagram, but it's mindlessly numbing and it takes me away from the stressor. And then I can think about it and then come back to it. The other thing, when I'm taking that step back, I ask. And I put in universe, I ask universe, right? And you can, if you are religious, you can put in whatever deity. God, Buddha, Allah, whatever you have. But I use universe as because I just see it as all encompassing as higher self. So I just ask the higher, can you give me a solid sign, please? Because I cannot deal with the little signs anymore. I need something that's bigger. And if you can't give me a bigger sign or show me in a better way for me to understand, because obviously I'm too ignorant to absorb it, can you just give me a good speed bump to help slow down my life, or a stop sign to which I know that I need to either go left, right, or straight? So asking for solid signs. And there have been some that have been pretty oblivious. And then some of them are just like, I'm like, I don't know. And so I'm trying to figure out how to trust my gut more, which, because I'm getting into hella perimenopausal. Right. Okay. That's a whole other episode. Can I just, for a minute, sorry, dudes, just skip over this section. If you are a perimenopausal or a menopausal person, please message me, DM me. I just like some of these things. I sweat all the time. I'm quite disgusting. Yes, it was 90 degrees today, but the other day it was 64 and I was sweating. Okay. I literally had to go stand outside and just air it out in a tank top. Okay. Again, the digression, if you can't deal with it, this is not the podcast for you, obviously. So, and then the other thing that I've noticed, I'm trying to figure out how to reframe the shit. So instead of being like, today when I was standing, trying to grab my bags and my shit from the car, instead of being like, why me? Why me? Let's just try to reframe it of, okay, thank you. Obviously, I needed a cool down, right? I was sweaty because it was 90 and it was very humid, obviously, because of the rain. I needed a cool down, and the universe was like, well, here's a little sprinkle. Here's a little splash of water. So, and, or, what is, instead of why me, what is this redirecting me to, right? And typically it's redirecting me to have a drink. I'm trying to get better with that, but that is what I did today when I got home. Just usually on Thursdays, that's kind of my mindset, is that because I'm prepping for this, and I made me a drink and I was like, yep, you know what? Everything is fine. But still, okay, for real. It's the universe testing me, which I'm like 99% sure that that's what's happening, or if it's just the chaos and coincidences of life, in my life being extra. And so I really don't have solid answers. I know what I feel for myself. But I do know this, right? I get to choose the meaning I give to it, right? Because nobody can take that away from me. And today I'm choosing laughter and a cider. So, because if I don't laugh, I will cry, and I don't want to. Okay. This isn't one of those episodes. I was trying to bring light to some of the dumbest shit that keeps happening. It like, I don't know. Like, I was thinking the other day, I think Ryan and I, my husband and I, were sitting and talking just about, our anniversary is coming up next Friday, and we've been together for 10 years. And it's like, wow, we have had a ton of shit. So much shit that Ryan and I have been through individually and together. It's like, we were like, wow, like, and I just feel like all of the shit that we have been through wasn't for nothing. All of the shit that I have been through in my life wasn't for nothing, you know? And I'm trying to, I know, I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? I was literally just joking 2 seconds ago. Now we got really serious. But I know that you have probably been through a lot of shit too. We all have. And I'm not trying to say that my shit is bigger than your shit. What the fuck? I do have a point. Like, it's not like measuring shit like Great Dane shit versus Chihuahua shit. You know what I mean? But we all have stuff that we're going through. And I think now more than ever, we have to figure out how to come together as a community of people and be less individualized and more togetherliness. I don't even know how to word that, but and that's my real point that I'm trying to get with this podcast, is that because we all are going through something, and I just want to make sure that, you know, you don't feel alone with it. And so whatever you have going on in your life, I'm wishing you nothing but the best. And would love to hear if you have a moment if you want to share it. You can find me on pretty much every social media platform, or you can go check out my website and you can message me there, and you don't have to put your real name if you don't want to. So and the website is chaoticcompass.com. So I know, shameless plug, sorry, but as always, you guys, take your drink, cheers, and I hope you have a great day or night. All right, that'll do it for this week's episode of Chaotic Compass Podcast. I appreciate you tuning in and being a part of my chaotic life. If this episode hit a nerve or just made you feel a little less alone, go ahead and tell a friend, or maybe even leave a review. Till next time, stay real, stay chaotic, and of course, keep a drink close. This is Steph with an F, signing off.